Okay, so maybe this sounds familiar. You've got a really solid product, your
Mm.
marketing team's fired up, and you have these big growth goals.
Right, everything seems aligned.
Yeah, but then you look at the campaign results, and they just feel flat. Clicks aren't really converting, leads seem unqualified, or just disappear.
And the revenue dial just isn't moving the way it should. It's super frustrating.
Exactly. We've definitely seen that happen. So today, we're doing a deep dive into what marketing expert Harsh Makwana says is, like, the number one reason campaigns fail.
The silent killer, as he puts it.
Right. And our mission here is to figure out what that mistake is, how we can fix it, and, turn that marketing spend into actual revenue and momentum.
Sounds good, because Makwana argues it's often not about the fancy tech or the latest channel, but something much more fundamental.
Okay, let's cut to the chase then. What is this big mistake that trips so many marketing teams up?
Well, according to Makwana, it really boils down to this: not truly knowing your audience.
Seems basic, almost too simple.
You'd think so, but he argues that loads of campaigns are built on, well, assumptions. Educated guesses, maybe, about who the ideal customer is, what they need, what they think, how they feel.
Instead of actual concrete knowledge. I can see that. So what are the consequences? What damage does that actually do?
Well, first off, if you're trying to talk to everyone, your message gets diluted. You end up connecting with, well, basically no one in a meaningful way.
Like shouting in a crowded room hoping the right person hears you.
Exactly, it's just noise. And then there's the wasted spend.
Ah, yeah. The budget drain.
Precisely. Makwana gives this example like pouring money into LinkedIn ads because it seems like the right B2B place.
Right. It's the professional network.
But maybe your specific ideal customer isn't actually active there, or not in a way that makes them receptive to your ads. So you get clicks, maybe, but they go nowhere.
Ouch. That hurts the budget and the team's morale, I bet. All that effort for nothing.
Totally. It's demoralizing when campaigns consistently fall flat. It kills momentum. So the question becomes, how do we start fixing this? Where do we even begin?
Well, Makwana says step one is going back to basics, but like really digging deep into your ideal customer profile, your ICP.
And not just the surface level stuff.
No, exactly. Forget just demographics. He's talking about really understanding their specific pain points, what keeps them up at night.
What are they trying to achieve, their aspirations? And crucially, what are those triggers that actually make them decide, okay, now I need to buy something?
Okay, but how do you uncover that? It's not like customers send you a memo detailing their deepest fears and desires related to your product category.
No, not usually. Makwana suggests two key things. First, actually talk to your current best customers. Do some proper interviews.
Ask open-ended questions, not just surveys.
Right. Ask about their challenges before they found you, how they described the problem, what changed after. And second, really analyze your past campaign data.
Looking for patterns.
Yeah. Who actually responded? To which messages? What common threads are there among your most successful conversions?
Okay, so let's say we do that homework. We have a much clearer, sharper picture of our ideal customer. What's the next move to make campaigns more effective?
Simplify the messaging, ruthlessly.
Hmm.
Focus on the one core problem you solve for that specific customer.
Just one. Not the 5 amazing things our product does.
For the initial hook, he argues focus is key. And, crucially, use their language. Ditch the internal jargon, the marketing speak.
Talk like they talk about their problems.
Exactly. What words do they use? And then test different ways of phrasing that hook. A/B test headlines, opening lines, see what actually resonates.
Makes total sense. You need that initial connection, that, they get me moment. Otherwise, they just scroll past.
Precisely. And then you need to make sure that perfect message actually reaches them. Which brings us to channels.
Right. Putting the message in the right place.
Yeah, and Makwana stresses challenging your assumptions here. Don't just jump on the latest trendy platform because everyone else is.
You need to know where your specific audience genuinely spends their time and attention.
Yes. Be data-driven. Look at where your best leads are actually coming from. Double down on those channels.
And be willing to cut the ones that aren't working, even if you've already invested time or money.
Absolutely. Stop throwing good money after bad. Focus your resources where they make a difference.
And what metrics should we be obsessed with to know if it is making a difference, not just vanity metrics?
Definitely not just impressions or likes. Makwana points to two key things. Click-through rates, are people interested enough in the message to click? And then the bottom line metrics.
Demo bookings,
Yeah.
actual sales,
Yeah.
things that tie to revenue.
Exactly. Those tell you if you're not just getting clicks, but getting the right clicks from the right people.
So it really comes back to this.
Hmm.
The biggest thing potentially sabotaging your marketing isn't some super complex algorithm issue.
Nope. It's a fundamental gap in understanding your audience.
But the good news, the really encouraging part, is that it's fixable. It takes work, but it's solvable.
Totally fixable. If you truly get who you're talking to, simplify your message to meet their core need in their language, and put it where they'll see it, you can genuinely turn things around.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening.
Yeah.
Take an honest look at your current campaigns. Are they built on deep audience understanding or maybe some underlying assumptions? And think about this. What's one thing, just one action, you could take today to understand that customer just a little bit better? That's our deep dive for this time.